Everyone keeps talking about or keeps saying to take the emotion out of it. And I think that's a problem. Uh, I think that's exactly why people are starting to lose deals right now. I think, especially in the last recent years, we've trained ourselves to sound basically like a robot. Uh, Everyone's got the same tone, the same lines and scripts, and the same fake calm voice. And there's a reason why. I know a lot of you watching this, you're probably maybe newer in this industry. There's a reason you're not building trust with people right away, and it's because you don't sound like a real person. And this isn't just new people. This is people who are experienced too. Uh, we're talking to real people going through real problems, right? And real shit's happening in their lives. And this isn't just residential. This is, kind of across all asset classes. People are getting divorced, or they have debt, or they've got family problems, and they've got properties they don't ever want to look at again or think about. And this is true of investment property too. There could be an investment property. Someone's just tired of dealing with it. And if you show up to just like you're looking at some kind of spreadsheet and not talking to a human being, it's just going to look like numbers, right? Uh, I think when I talk to most people, they don't give a shit about my process or any of our processes. These people just want to be heard and felt understood. And I think we're in this ever growing world of soulless automation. And if you can even stand out just by being emotional at all, seem like a human being, you're already going to be completely different than everything else. I'm talking in particular about a lot of our mailing campaign and the cold calling and even the door knocking. Well, door knocking, you kind of have to, you're face to face. It's hard to try to automate that part of it. But I think as more of us are trying to automate this and AI this more and more and more, thinking that this is going to change the business. I mean, and in some ways, automation and AI are changing things and making things easier. But there's one thing that I am diving deeper in and I am doubling down on, and that's I am not taking emotion out of this. I'm going out of my way at this point to leave it in. Real estate is an emotional business. It doesn't matter if it's a house or a fourplex or even a mobile home park. This is emotional things for people. People, they're not just selling you property, they're selling you their memory, right? And, just being emotional or at least having emotion doesn't mean you have to be sloppy. And that's where I think people make the mistake. You don't have to drown in their emotion, right? You don't have to sit there and have them cry on their shoulder. I'm talking about just being a human, being a normal person. You don't have to run away from emotion either. You can step into it. You can let people feel seen and actually listen to what they're saying to you. And then at that point, then you can't build a relationship with AI, right? With these people. Once you have at least established some sort of trust and you're talking with this person and actually listening, then you can handle business from there. And I think most people, and I don't know if it's just maybe our market or our area, but I don't think most people are doing that. I think most people are trying to hide behind uh, outsourcing to VAs and trying to hide behind automation, behind some kind of template, behind some kind of efficiency, right? Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, because it's easier than actually sitting there in front of someone and having some kind of connection with somebody. And these are strangers too, but you know I understand the automation and the process, and you're doing this in high volume. But one thing that I can attest to is I don't have to talk to as many people or reach out or do as many uh, outbound um, mails or calls or whatever it is if I'm actually sitting there and just talking to these people. I have no uh, no expectation of a result of one of these conversations. But if I'm doing this consistently all the time, then we get deals out of it all the time, and it's because and these people, I talk to them even after the deals are done, right? These are people I talk to now on a regular basis, and you cannot automate outreach. You can't automate follow. I mean, yes, you can do things and put systems in place, but there's a lot of things you can automate, but you can't automate being a real person, right? And if you can do this in a way that reminds people you're a human being, then that's going to give you an edge, and that's going to be the only edge that we have left.